One of the most important parts of painting is editing, editing out unwanted, unneeded things. You do sometimes like some really good things in the painting, but there will be two like things that counter them not so good. So editing these out is really the basic for mastery, to become really good in what you do. I will illustrate this by what Giorgio Cavallon, how he edits his painting. Giorgio Cavallon is a great artist, actually. I love his work and he does beautiful abstractions. So I will share my screen. And so this is one of his paintings, Giorgio Cavallon. You can see that there is really under this white or off-white, there are a lot of other colors. Like you see green here, and yellow, and probably like a gray and green here under that. So that green is here too, under these. See like what was under that, green and gray too. Where the gray probably it's the same gray here and here and here. It was kind of like all gray and like some other colors. Probably there was black here. I see red under that white here too. And this kind of like a blue under. And so it was really a whole painting done with paint, not with white. There was no white in it. But see like how he starts his painting. When we see how he starts his painting, that really it makes us too close to understand how he did this beauty, where less is more. So I will show you what he usually does. So this is kind of like another of his paintings. So in all his white paintings like that, where the dominant color is white, he really did things like this. Just fill the painting with, or the canvas, with paint, things on top of each other, like this is on top of that on top of that's on top of the black. So the farthest thing in the painting is the black here, the dark, and he puts like some other colors next to it. Then he starts painting the white and saving parts of it, like maybe he will save only this part and this part, but then he blocks it with white here. Now, with this painting, he just left it as is. Maybe somebody bought it, he liked it, whatever the reason. But yeah, he didn't go farther. He started like some white, probably even here, but he painted like orange on top for balance, and he left it like that. He usually focuses on the edges, what's going between the shapes, like see that beautiful dark here, and that blue, that orange. So he will leave a slice of this only and a slice of that. I will go back to that same painting like I showed, how he does that, with these beautiful edges. So the painting becomes mostly about the edges and fewer shapes. There is another painting that he did this without the white, and he added the white later. So you can tell that there is like that dark here under. And see how when he paints the first layers, always thin layer. He doesn't go thick, even when he wants to put white. Probably he wanted to put white like this here, but he puts this first, so the white will have a past or history, like in the first painting I showed. Look here too, like where his application, it's almost filled with brush strokes, but what's under it actually is thinner application, thinner. You can see the thin and then some thicker and thicker as he pleases. So he did some white on top, but then he stopped. But look at this section here. It tells you what he saves. So he painted white here, white here, white here, but how he saves that, saves these edges. So this is how we start, but like if he really kept working on this, you will see a lot of whites and less of these edges and shapes. like I showed in the first painting here. So this is a lot of things under this, but they're all covered, and he saved only some. So see how he saved only that slice of red, next to the orange and yellow here, like that slice. Probably there is more red, or that green here. He saved it from the background. There was more green here, So he saved only. So these little things become really very important in the painting. Even this, and see like how painting thin, you can see really the thinness, thin and then thicker and thicker, so you get all these beautiful variation of whites. Not like what some people do, like they go with the white, it's the same white, thick, and cover the whole thing. It won't be as good as when you do really thin, where it's showing what's under, and thick where it's not, and this action, like this, and then my eye jumps here, this takes me here, like, so that's really beautiful. And see how too, like he uses the edges, like the edge here is important, the edge here, the edge here. And usually the people who do this, they have less action in the center, because in the center, the eye will go there anyway, even if I don't have anything, or like anything like a figure or whatever or shape, my eye will go to the center, that's natural. So these artists who understand and know this, they leave the center open. So you move around in the painting. Bonnard, for example, even he did like his figures, he never placed them in the center. The figure is either on this side or on this side, and this is empty here, because the eye will go to that empty and enjoy it. This is where the eye rests, actually. This is that white is the best part of the painting. These are nice attractions, but really I enjoy after that all these beautiful whites, So from now on, edit like a pro. They do more than you need in the background. There is nothing to lose when you start like the first layers, place things on top of things, on top of things next to, and then the editing out where you want to go slowly, actually, not like finish it in 5 minutes. This is like, it's like doing meditation. When you do this, really, you need to go slowly and enjoy what you're doing, because when you go slowly, you will see what's happening. Like, for example, here, there was thin white, Well, he didn't go with the thick white and cover it all. He left the thin white that's darker, a little bit less dark, So these are really like the most beautiful parts, actually, of the painting, So from now on, paint like a pro by doing these beautiful editings, And this is again like Giorgio Cavallon, one of my heroes in painting. Thank you.